So in order to grow, you need to get sales. And in order to get sales, you need to know how to handle objections and what to do when you get those objections. When talking to a prospective customer for your cleaning business, you're bound to have objections. So to minimize objections, it helps to know why people raise them in the first place. So here are some main reasons why you're getting these objections. One, your walkthrough, your presentation was weak. It wasn't your best. They didn't really fully get an answer to their questions. Two, you didn't establish trust, credibility in your services. Three, you didn't establish a need, also known as a solution. Four, you didn't completely qualify them. You didn't really do your research on who this business is and if it's for residential, that specific client, what they'd like, what are their needs. So why do we struggle with handling objections? In the cleaning industry, one of the biggest objections is price. But a lot of things go on top of that could make the bid or the sale not follow through. And here are a few things that will cause that. So lack of self-confidence. You didn't shake their hand and look them in the eye when you first met them. Your shoulders are down. You don't really feel confident in what you're presenting. The lack of product knowledge. You didn't really provide good amount of information for your services. You were not really explaining them in detail, not being prepared. You didn't practice the sales training or the techniques to be able to know how to handle those objections, but also know how to do a walkthrough and how to present your services. So the best way to overcome, these objections and win more bids is to role play. Role play. Take some time, put a mirror right in front of you, and kind of role play what a customer would say and what would you say. Do that with some of your team members. Do that with a friend. Role playing is going to make you confident and it's going to help you answer these objections and provide the presentation of what service you're trying to provide a lot better. So here are a few things that you can do to get yourself prepared. Make a list of every possible objection you can think of. Questions that the customer will ask you during this walkthrough. Think about the past sales calls or appointments that you've had and write them down. Write down what things you've said that you probably shouldn't have said, or what things they mentioned that you kind of got stuck on answering. That's going to be very, very helpful. Write those responses on your list of objections. So by writing these things down on a list, it's going to help you study and know your services and know how to handle those objections a lot better. If you're doing a presentation, you could just add the answers to those questions in the presentation before any objections even come up. One of the biggest things to become better at the objections and doing the walkthroughs and sales is just doing more of it. The more you do it, the more you try, the more you fail, you're gonna learn a lot faster and what to improve on the next time that question or that objection comes up. Now that you got the objections done, you've answered these objections, you've answered the questions. The important thing to remember is to discuss the value you provide to the customer before you start talking about price. This is why we stress talking about benefits rather than features. Benefits show the value, and people are willing to pay more if they perceive the value as high. So do this now. Take a blank sheet of paper and list the features in the services you offer for your cleaning business. Underneath each feature, write down the value the customer will receive when they choose that service. So for example, your feature would be bonded and insured. The value is the peace of mind that you taking the steps to protect their building and their personal belongings. A feature is employee training. The value when employees receive these trainings, they take pride in their work and stay with their jobs longer. This means the customer's building will receive a higher quality of work more consistently. Another feature is building inspections, aka quality control. The value of this is that we ensure that the quality of service meets their standards, so you don't have to worry or have any headaches if the service is getting completed or not. One last feature is supplies and equipment. If these supplies and equipment are included, the value is you don't have to worry about purchasing supplies, spending time picking up, or ordering supplies. We already have that taken care of. As a bonus, here's another feature: cleaning packages. The benefit is peace of mind, knowing that we are experts in our field. So whatever you need something done, all you have to do is ask and we will take care of it. It gives them that confidence when choosing your services over hundreds of others. Commercial clients love companies that can offer a bundle of services. Carpet cleaning, exterior window cleaning. They can do the steam, the grout cleaning, the waxing. So it's a huge benefit if you could put that in your package when doing your bids. So doing this exercise should get you thinking more about the specific benefits you need to discuss with your prospects. When he or she sees the value you offer, they'll better understand why your prices are what they are and will be less likely to object the price, which pricing is one of the biggest objections you will get. So what do you do if the objection has nothing to do with your service or price, but it's actually, in fact, the prospect is happy with their current contractor, cleaning company, but you door knocked, you cold called, and now you're in the conversation. So now that you're already in the conversation, why not try to see how that service is doing? So you need to ask some key questions to get the prospect thinking about why he should start shopping around, even if he's happy with the current contractor. Here are some tips for you to get more information about seeing if you could provide a bid. Find out what is about the current contractor he's happy with. What are they doing right? What does he like most about the contractor? So forth and so forth. Also ask what changes he would make if he could. Ask him what standards he judges his contractors by. Are they providing the standards that he expects? You need to show a difference between your business and the current contractor. So by doing this and asking these questions, you will stay on top of mind. So if something does pop up and he noticed that the garbage wasn't taken out, or he starts getting these little headaches from his current contractor, you will be next in line. So even if you don't get the business, be on top of mind and ask those questions, be personable, get their email, send them an email, say hello, and at some point something's about to go wrong and you will be able to have that chance to bid them. So preparing is a very important step, and you're gonna get that through practice and getting those objections answered so you can overcome those objections. You'll likely be nervous when calling a prospect unless you are already a seasoned sales veteran. However, the more knowledgeable you are, the more you'll gain, the more you know about your business, and the more you'll work on your sales skills, the easier it will get. So if you're already an experienced business owner in the cleaning industry, you know it's about price. But still, it's very important that you prepare and practice so that you know how to overcome those objections and answer the questions that they ask during the appointment more confidently. You might be nervous when you call prospects over the phone. You'll likely be nervous. And that's okay. I'm still nervous once in a while, even though I've been through thousands of sales calls. But the more I do it, the better I get. The more confident I am when I am doing these calls. However, the more knowledge you gain about your business and the more you work on your sales skills, the easier it will get. So before you know it, you'll have a great system down and get as much business as possible. So whether you are a commercial or residential cleaning business, you need to know how to handle the objections. And like I said, price is going to be your biggest one. So if you practice, you practice, and you practice, you will get so much better when these questions are asked or when these objections come up. The key to growing and scaling your business is to get more sales. So the better you get at sales, you are going to win more deals, and that's going to give you the opportunity to grow. So now that you know how to handle objections, click on this video here to get the 4 steps to win more cleaning deals.